Serious the fun as the week is done. Serious the fun as the week is done. Oh no, serious the fun as the week is done. Wait, serious the fun as the week is done. Wait, but serious the fun as the week is done.
Ooh, we got a special episode today.
Now that was major. That was a nice remix.
Oh, that was good. That was
I need
good.
that on every intro.
That was how we feel. Man, we finally got the thing done. We finally got some mics. We got a special guest.
Absolutely. We got Mr. DJ Casanova in the building. Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us today on a very special episode. Episode 17.
17. It's getting old.
Oh my
We getting old,
days.
Brody.
We getting built in this day,
We turn
man.
legal next week.
I know it's crazy.
Wow.
It's just, but we feel like we're still just getting started. All right. So we do have to shout out where we're at. Shout out to V1 Creative Studios. Okay.
The best in the business.
Absolutely, guys. This place is turning up now more than ever. Getting new equipment, new additions to the space. I'm telling you, we're coming more professional now, more than ever. Book now before the going gets hot. Okay, so don't forget, V1 Creative Studios is where we reside and is where we go live. All right.
I
Now,
like that.
you like that?
Where we reside and where we go live.
One more time. I didn't hear it, bro. I
Yeah,
didn't hear it.
yeah. For the people in the back, for the people in the back, they didn't hear.
Run it back.
Yes, so just remember, we are at V1 Creative Studios, okay, where the videos go live and... Wait, what did I say?
Oh,
What did I say? Wait, what did I say? No, I know.
where we reside and where we go live. Well,
Yes,
come on, man. Something
yes,
pretty
that was good, though. It was so good, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
V1 Creative Studios, where we reside and where we go live.
We like that.
Absolutely.
We love that.
Now, guys, not only is this a special episode with the special guests with us, okay?
Absolutely.
But guys, we made it to the weekend, okay?
We did.
All right?
Long week. Say that much. It's a long week.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to all the weekday heroes that made it to Friday, okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment because we want to hear how your week went, okay? So weekday woes. I'm going to start off with my man Casanova. Talk to me, the weekday woes. What happened this week for you, man?
Man, super busy. So I recently just bought a car. So
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Thank
man.
you, thank you, thank you.
Nice. You got
Thank
the
you,
white
thank you.
interior or the black interior with the white like linings. You got a
I had to go hard.
matte
hard.
black,
so.
matte black.
Absolutely. That one's for you.
Yeah. So thank you. So it was just an accomplishment I wanted to do, and it happened. So
Absolutely. Anything that you can set a plan towards and to complete it, bro, that deserves all the
blessing.
flowers.
It's a blessing.
100%. Shoot, my weekday wasn't as eventful, but my weekend is because it is officially the Ravens versus Steelers week for football.
Oh
and
my
let me
God,
tell you,
man.
I'm gonna get on this boy. Okay,
You're not gonna
All
get
right?
on me, bro, because
I'm
we're gonna get on
this
you.
boy.
When you're 7-4, mark my word. We'll clip this. When you're 7-4, you're gonna be one salty person.
No, we'll clip this when we're 8-3 and we're sitting on top of the chain of the AFC North. I'm gonna tell this man right here, I told you so. And that's why I even brought my Ravens hat just to troll him, okay? I brought the heartbreak kid hat for him because he's gonna be heartbreaking. And I'm telling you guys right now that by the end of this week, your boys will be sitting on top. So that's my
Really?
weekday
You're sitting
woe.
up- You're sitting upside down right now. Yeah,
That's my weekday woe. That's my weekday woe. Shout out to my Ravens. We're gonna get this W on Sunday. I'm gonna prove to these Steelers who is the top.
Yeah, we'll see what the people think.
Just know Ravens coming out on top. That's my weekday woe. What you got, Blitz?
Ah, man, my weekday was. You know what? Hasn't been that bad of a week, but I will say, some things happen. Some things happen that mess with my parents a little bit.
Ooh.
when you make
Exactly.
yourself look good, you feel good.
Yeah, for look good, feel good. You know, sometimes you might put like the wrong lotion on and then you break out.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like that's happened.
This is true.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know.
You may try to use a razor and it, cuts up too deep.
Get the bumps.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And now you're right on it. You're right on it.
I see.
You know how many times I done cooked my own lining? I
But it burned.
used to cook my own lining, bro. I used to be like, yeah, I got it. And I come to the back. I'm like, all right, we gotta have
See, that is an example of things that we think we can do because it looks easy.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not.
It's definitely not easy.
Not this
It's
easy
not
as it
easy.
looks. Yo, Casanova, has there ever been a time you tried something because it was easier than it looked?
Man.
Because I could tell you from my perspective, DJing, it looks fun. It looks like all y'all do is just, let me throw the song on there. But listen, I know it's much more harder than that, okay? All right?
Much
That's
more
something. Yeah.
Difficult.
Oh, difficult.
Hard is just like, that's a little aggressive.
It's hard to move.
It's much more difficult. Okay, I get you. All right. Is there anything you tried where it looked easy? You tried it, wasn't as easy.
I think scratching as DJing.
Mm.
Scratching as DJing. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you could do with DJing, but if you're at a place where there's a lot of people, don't try new things. That's all I'm gonna
Don't
say.
try new
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though. I mean, I get drunk and I was back in the day. I get drunk and thought I was a scratch. I thought I was certain mixer.
And when we
God,
say
yeah.
scratching, we're talking about when the
Yeah, yeah.
like that type. You feel me?
Yeah.
Knowing when to do it and how to do it.
Yeah,
That's
how
what
to
you're
do it.
saying.
Yeah.
I
So
knew it was important. Yeah.
how to do it is important.
Are you saying because you can mess up the song entirely or mess up the set
No,
entirely?
you could just be like, they could just be like,
Yeah, what
the hell you doing,
what
bro?
happened?
was that? Like something you shouldn't have touched.
yeah, like
Type
just
thing.
like, bro, like just stop,
Alright.
Not him. It's like
Practice at home a little bit.
I
I was like, okay, it's not here for me. Let me practice at home, and then got back, and it was better. So
I mean,
You got over it, right?
yeah, I got over it.
You got over it.
some things are easier said than done to get over because they stick with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, let's stick with the title of our
See what each
topic here. Yeah, too. No, we got to go right into it. Get over it.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about today. Times where you just had to buckle up, take her out, and just get the hell over it.
Now, Blitz, of course you can say that because you're Mr. I don't care.
I really
But
am.
I know for a fact that is easier said than done.
Oh, 1,000% easier said than done. But I'll tell you what. It only gets easier once you've done it enough. I'll tell you that much. It only gets
That was
100%.
good.
100%.
That was good.
I'll tell you, I think you guys had a talk about rejection earlier.
Oh,
100%.
Right?
mhm.
Me, man, it's so funny. I've always said this, especially something to get over, right? I used to fear rejection like brutally. Fear rejection to the point where I wouldn't do a lot of things just because I get scared that I'm getting rejected.
I agree.
Right? Nowadays, I just launch that thing up in there. I don't even care if I throw a pick. I just look at like, oh yeah, it's over with. No, I'm done.
Mhm.
And then I'll just launch it, and then that's it, But at the end of the day, I'd rather not try to take back the words I never said because you can't do that.
Ooh,
Can't do that.
You're going to miss 100% of the shots
Yeah.
you don't take.
Yeah.
So you rather be okay with the fact that you took the shot.
Yeah, I took the shot, And you know what? More often than not, things go your way or they are not nearly as bad as you think they are.
I think because we make up the worst case scenarios
Absolutely.
ourselves in our head, right? Like Casanova, bro. You can't tell me getting rejected maybe from one person hits different than getting rejected from another person.
Oh, from multiple people. I mean, but at the end of the day, you just like AJ said, you take the L, but you take 2 L's and you make a W.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, listen, I was the master of dropping gems, but it feels like today you're gonna get it from anywhere. I like
all
that.
angles, all
2
angles.
L's.
Everywhere.
Actually, you know what I do with my L's?
Just make a W.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I say what I do with my L's?
What do you do with
I say, no, you can double it and give it to the next.
you can double your L's and give it to the next.
Too early for somebody else. Hell yeah, fuck that.
Not for me, for him.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, tell you what. What's harder to get over then? All right.
Okay.
When it comes to the business rejection or it comes to the relationship rejection. You understand? Because I feel like when it comes to the business aspects, we tell ourselves not to be attached, keep it professional.
Yeah.
It's just business, right? But we're human beings, bro.
Yeah.
We're human beings. We feel things. We have feelings. Some of us, I don't know about Blitz. Blitz be turning off his heart whenever he wants to. That's a different conversation. But you feel me?
Got a nice box where my heart used to be.
Icebox.
Ice box.
I don't know.
My God, but talk to me. Which one you feel like is harder to get over? The business rejection or maybe the relationship personal rejection?
I think for me, it's business, just because of how I take my business so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but women come and go. It takes a while for you to find the right one. When it's your business, you want to stick to it and do the best you can at it.
Right.
So by being rejected, You're like, man, maybe I'm not so good at what I do.
Start having doubts.
But you get over it and you move on to the next. Talk to the next person. They'll want you. Maybe they don't. They will.
Absolutely.
That's major.
I agree with them on that one. I agree because I feel like, you know, when you're rejected by a girl, I mean, yeah, it stings. You're like, dang, I don't look as good as I, thought I did. You might be like, but like when it's business, it's like, that's like your livelihood. That's the way you're going to provide for your family.
You eat and sleep off of it.
You eat and sleep off that. So it's like, the other thing is like, girls have preferences and everything. You know what I mean? I always said like, some people don't like me because I'm skinny. You know what I mean? Others are like, I want a skinny. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that. But when it comes to like business, right? It's like, that just hurts sometimes, when you get like, rejected or cut and, you really have to keep your head up when you're in a situation like that, I'm sure, because when you're told like, yeah, this ain't good anymore, or like this, or like, you're not a good fit for us, that's hard, that's tough.
Yeah, because especially you do try to naturally put your best foot forward,
Yeah.
right? So you want to expect that your best will be, received, hopefully the best way it can be.
Mm-hmm.
I say the personal side is harder only because of the attachments that we get to people. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I say when you lose a valuable friend who you thought would be in your life for the long run,
That's true.
maybe the longer run, I should say.
The longer run, yeah.
Exactly. When you lose someone, maybe it's off some petty stuff. Maybe it's off a disagreement. Maybe it's off of something traumatic, something dramatic, right?
Yeah.
The fact that they're not in your life anymore kind of takes a toll that you have to, depending on the person, take time to get over, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Because you try to make up reasons as to why it went the way
Start
it did.
overthinking it a little bit.
You understand me? Right? You start to feel like, man, bruh, it really shouldn't have went that way, or why did it go this way, or how did it get here, right?
You start to feel more like betrayal rather than rejection.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it becomes,
you feel me?
Yeah, it becomes a lot more. I understand.
On some Denzel, you did this to me.
Yeah.
You
gonna do this to me?
You feel me? So, those ones are harder to get over just because you had expectations that immediately get crushed, right? Off of those things happening. And I think when it comes to those, I definitely encourage people to understand what's for you will make its way back to you. You agree with me? You feel me? You feel me? Don't get stuck and bent over the people that have left out your life.
Yeah.
That aren't in it anymore. There's more room now.
Yeah.
For better people to come through and make more of a positive impact in your life. We just can't get so attached to the people that made their way out of our lives. The ones that we wish, bro, were still in it.
Yeah.
And you feel me? Sometimes that choice gets taken out of our hands, but sometimes it's for the best.
Yeah, see, and I agree with what you're saying, but had you brought that part up, I would have said that's probably a little bit harder. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought we were just talking about like you at the mall, you see like something, hey, what's up? Like, get the heck away from me.
I don't like your shoes.
I don't like them well, even though it's not that.
Dirty ass Air Forces.
I got a boyfriend.
See, those kind of rejections, right?
Those are just little stings, right?
Those are little pricks.
Like somebody thought that's gonna be with you, that's gonna hurt, man.
I'm just saying,
I'll keep you out that night.
Those little rejections are just like little pricks, little haymakers, bro.
He's gonna get like me to play Marvin's Room or some shit.
Nah, we don't gotta take it that deep. I'm just saying, bro. You can't tell me there wasn't a time where you had to help someone else get over something. You feel me? Something that maybe wasn't so serious to you. Like, bro, why you still on this? Like, come on now. Well, to them, they were still on it. Was there ever a time you had to help somebody else out because you didn't see it as something that they should still be hung up on, but they still were? Because some people, they get stuck in different ways, bro.
I had somebody, and this is a real situation that I was just like, there is no way that you are still tweaking out about this, right? Okay. So it was a friend of mine, right? Used to be a friend. We don't really talk as much anymore.
It'd be like that.
But let's just say he wasn't particularly he was very cheap.
Okay.
He's very cheap. Yeah, point blank period. He's very cheap. And the problem with cheap people, is that they remember every little thing that you did that involved them spending more money than they wanted to. More money than they desired. Okay? So we go out to eat one day, so we're celebrating something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say what it is. It's a little too easy to figure out what it is.
He's gonna know. He's gonna know who he
Right.
is. Or
Let's
she,
celebrate.
or what.
I know who he is. All right. It's a celebration.
Celebration.
Okay. We're all going out to eat. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I said, you know what? I want to do something special. You know what I mean? And we're all gonna pitch in for this person, and we're not gonna let them pay. And we're gonna let them do whatever they want to do. And you know, the person that was there that he thought he was gonna pay, you know, and he, you know, he's not a cheap person. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Okay. So we're just going out to eat. We're having a good time. We get some drinks going. We get everything.
Right.
And we're like, okay, the time's come to split the bill. But he's not splitting it, the other guy. It's for his celebration.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a pretty big bill, and he was not happy about the bill.
That it came out to. Yeah.
That it came up to. But we all agreed to it. I'm like, bro, what the heck is your problem?
Right.
And so at first I thought he was joking because you know I joke around, but like we all had a fairly good bill.
Right.
But then he was like, nah, bro, like I'm tweaking out right now. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm like, bro, dude,
Right.
literally just up the $80. You're good. It's
Right.
$80 bucks.
It was only
what it was.
$80 bucks?
I thought all y'all had to drop like 200.
Yeah,
No.
like 5 or something.
No.
Really?
$80.
I spent 80 on gas.
No, $80.
I get
not.
you. I
But
get
this
you.
guy
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
cheap. Like we're talking very cheap. And I'm just like, okay, bro, like, come on, like it's okay. And he was like, man, I don't know. And then so whatever. So we finally, you know, we paid the $80. At this point, I was just like, bro, do you want to split with the other guy? And then he felt salty, and I was like, no, because I would bet $40 extra with the other guy. Wouldn't have mattered, right? But this guy like would not let it go. He went home and he's like, man, I'm not going out for the whole week. I'm like, bro, it's $80. It's $80, bro. He's like, nah, bro, you don't understand. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm overspending now and I'm doing this. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, I don't know what to tell you. You know, obviously me and this guy cannot be, you know, friends much longer, obviously. So maybe that has something to do with it. Not that situation, but like how he is as a person. I'm like, bro, if you're tripping over $80, like what the hell's your problem? Like,
Yeah, because it lets you know how he views other things.
yeah.
You understand?
Get over it, bro. It's $80.
This is true.
I had
Bro.
somebody like that as
Yeah.
well.
But then he'll be like, you know, he'll go buy a stupid stuff. Oh yeah, you know, I'll go buy a nice shirt or something like that.
It's $200 jeans.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, bro, not all, you know, people are the sharpest pencils in the toolbox, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No?
Casanova, did you ever have to save anybody, bro? You ever have to save anybody from themselves?
Getting over it.
My thing is, I wonder if DJs get over bad sets. Like, does that sync with y'all? Like, does that truly bother you on your way back to the crib, or the fact that you got paid, you cool?
That drive home do hit different though.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just sitting there in silence. You're not listening to music.
Ooh, you're not even listening.
Yeah, no, it gets to that point. I mean, as DJs, we all have bad sets. We have amazing sets, but those bad sets resonate with us just a little bit harder.
Because you
Yeah.
could have did better.
You could have did better, and then you start thinking, maybe they don't book me again. Maybe they talk crap to other people about how I did, and maybe I won't get booked with them. You just start trickling down and thinking, and you just have to get over it at one point. You have to
you have to
like,
get over it.
maybe next time they will book me, I'll go even harder.
Harder.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And that's a better way to think about it
Mhm.
instead of the worst case scenarios, right?
Mhm.
Because I feel like then you just kind of defeat yourself, even if you're not defeated. You know, even if the loss wasn't an entire loss, maybe they thought you did better than you thought.
yeah,
Right?
100%.
Perspective is everything. That's what I've realized.
Can I tell you something? I have a funny story, DJ.
Mhm.
Actually, I have a good one.
What you
So
got?
there was actually one time. It was my boy, right? So they were throwing some sort of I don't know if it was a party. It was like some sort of I don't know what they were doing. I forget. It's like it was a Polish thing.
Mhm.
It's called Project Bomba. Obviously, like that's a very Polish thing, right?
Interesting.
I'm going in thinking, all right, I'm just gonna play some hip hop. It's just rap crowd. No, I go in there and I'm playing some hip hop. They like it. The guys like it.
Mhm.
When everybody starts coming up to me, the crowd comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, bro," and I'm like, "What's up?" They're like, "We're all Polish in here." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Italian." I was like,
You have something in common. Something in common.
They're like, "Yeah." They're like, "No, bro." They're like, "No."
You gotta play that
We want
music.
Polish music. We want that
Mhm.
Polish kind. I'm like,
Oh.
I have absolutely nothing. So you know what? I call the guy. I'm like panicking from the crowd. I'm like, you over here, because this guy's like freaking tweaking out. He's dancing anything. I'm like, bro, Polish. He's like, yeah, I got you. So he starts pulling up Polish music. bro, like I put on this. I just go on YouTube. I'm not even gonna mix it. I didn't click. I just put the song on there. Like they all look at me like, yeah, bro. I saw the whole crowd. Everybody was sitting down there. Everybody comes up and starts doing this weird pose. I thought it was a cult. No, seriously.
Like it was on time.
It was like this. Like it was almost like house.
It was probably their electric slide, bro.
Oh my god, bro! They were going crazy.
Yeah.
I just hit the YouTube next button. They were like, yes, bro. They didn't care about the mix. They were so
They
happy.
just wanted those songs.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Bro, I was just YouTube clicking next, letting people type it in. I didn't do nothing. They came back, they were like, you're the best DJ. I'm like, great. I'm like, whatever.
And it's always those little things that people see, like, just like you said.
Yeah.
It might not have been great for you, but for other people, maybe it's the most amazing thing ever.
Bro.
So I get that.
Bad setting. I learned that day, a bad set ain't a bad set.
A bad set ain't a
It really
bad
is.
set. Have there ever been times where things maybe in your head, right, went bad, but it ended up better than expected?
So it's funny. Also, I got booked for a Nigerian party.
Oh.
Hey, they get down now.
They get down and they
They get
pay
down.
great money.
Oh,
They pay great money. But they do. They
That's so crazy you say that because they like to splurge, bro.
oh, and tip.
They like to splurge.
my boy here, my boy's Ghanaian.
Yeah, I'm Ghanaian.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm Ghanaian.
Very
But
disrespectful.
And I learned that with the event as well.
Yeah, they like to splurge. They like to have a good time. They like to tip for sure.
So me being I look like a white boy. So the DJ had canceled, I think the week of for that wedding event.
Ooh.
So the two people that were getting married
Mhm.
were like chickens without their head running around, like, who are we gonna get?
Right.
And someone, pointed them in my direction, like, hey, book Casanova, he's open format, he does everything.
Mhm.
Mind you, I've never done an African event in my life.
First time.
Oh.
First time.
So I was nervous, I
Right.
was sweating bricks. So I called one of my homies I went to college with.
Mhm.
He gave me his whole Spotify. 500 songs, he hooked me up. So
all the tea.
he gave me the
That's what you
heat. The heat. So when I get to the event and I start playing music, man, dollars are flying towards my way.
Yes, sir.
People were dancing, having
Yes,
a
sir.
good time. So I was just stressing about nothing. Because at the end of the day, I had somebody to help me overcome that.
Man.
So
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah.
That must have been a good feeling,
Oh,
bro.
I think about that event all the time. I'm like, man, I need to do another event like that again.
Yes,
That would
sir.
be pretty cool.
Not because of the money, but because of the vibe.
Because of the
Vibe.
vibe, bro.
Vibe.
I'm telling
The
you,
food and the
Africans throw
vibes.
the best parties, bro. The
Yeah.
best formal parties, bro. They will come up looking spectacular.
That jollof rice, though?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Oh, he's not.
Fantastic, ain't it?
I never had.
fantastic.
Fantastic. I got you, Blitz.
You got me?
I got you. You got me? I got you.
Fufu and a goosey, too?
Okay. Okay,
I'm
Casanova.
telling you, man.
Oh,
I'm cultured a little bit, yeah.
he's more cultured than me.
Okay. Okay, Casa. Hey, I see you.
Mhm.
I see
You
you.
invited to the party.
You invited some
Sandals out.
Sure.
I have my card in my wallet. You
I'm
can carry
liking
it.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that. You know, that's some good sauce. That's some good sauce because that tells us, bro, don't over anticipate a situation.
Mm-hmm. It's
Right.
part of getting over it.
Right? It's part of getting over it. It's part of making sure that you understand life is gonna come the way, the way it should.
Yeah.
What you do literally is controlled by your actions and your actions alone. Everything else is gonna come how it should be, bro. Everything else is gonna happen. Right? So getting over those little things that happen to us is a part of understanding what life has more to offer. Okay?
Absolutely.
Now,
What's something you had to get over?
something I has get over.
Something you had to get
Yeah,
over.
you asked us now.
If I'm being honest, we try to emphasize not living with regrets, right? That's one thing we always
Be
try to
careful
tell
with that,
ourselves.
too.
That's one thing we try to emphasize, not living with regrets. Bro, when I tell you one thing I had to get over is not feeling like my life went in a different direction than I planned it. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
So in high school, I was a 3-star athlete. Like I was genuinely trying to play college football, trying to go to the league.
Yeah.
Bro,
As a Ravens fan, that's hard.
shut up.
Go ahead.
Now listen. Senior year, we got a new coach, new system, new everything, bro. When I tell you to this day, I truly feel like my senior year was ruined because of that change. I really tried to get over that. Okay,
That's hard. That's
I
hard.
really tried to get over that because folks came in and messed up everything. Messed up everything. Messed up the system. Messed up the groove I had going on, bro. I was supposed to take over. You understand me? I was supposed to take over, show these people what I can really do, make sure the name Nardi was on the scene. It was already on the scene, but it needs to be, you feel me?
Yeah,
Nationwide. It needed to be nationwide, bro. But genuinely speaking, folks came in my senior year, switched up everything, changed everything.
What did he switch up?
Bro, when you have a new coach that comes in and doesn't know the players that came up from freshman year all the way to senior year,
Yeah.
they don't know how to use
He's
them.
not playing to your strengths.
You feel me? You don't know how to use them. He doesn't know all the players that literally been there from day one, and now he's just throwing people into different positions and that he likes, trying to run the system that he wants. And now
that's a tough change.
you're
That's tough.
you're in a spot where your last year of high school football was left up to a person that didn't even know you. So I try so hard not to live in that regret and get over the fact that I'm still at where I'm supposed to be, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
That life went the way it should have, and that everything, turned out how it should be, bro.
Absolutely.
It took me so long to get over that because for the longest, I used to tell people, bro, don't ever let someone else ruin your love for a game.
No, 100%.
That's deep.
Don't ever let someone else ruin your passion for something because just because they're showing you a certain way to do it, bro, don't go away from the way you know how to do this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
100%.
That's something I had to, learn and stick with for the longest time, man. So,
Man.
because I never wanted to be that person. Well, back in my day.
Yeah.
You understand? I was him.
I was cold back in my day.
You know what though? It's okay. Because even though I'm doing good things now, when somebody ever mentions DJing to me, I'm just like, back in my day. Yeah.
You love saying you're retired, though.
I did retire, bro. I'm done.
He's gonna come back again.
I'm not going to come back.
You said that the last 3 times.
2 times.
Okay. This is gonna be the third. This is gonna be the third.
No. This won't be my third.
Okay.
I did retire one time. I thought I went out of retirement, but I came back. And the only reason I came back is because I was honestly bored.
Yeah.
I was going through a hard time.
Yeah.
You're treating it more like a hobby, right?
It was a
I was
side
treating
quest.
it more like
Side
an
quest,
outlet.
yeah.
It was
I'm not gonna lie.
definitely a
No, it was an
side
outlet. That's the craziest part. It wasn't even a hobby. It was an outlet.
What were you letting out?
Bruh, I was going through it. I was going through like the final stages with my ex.
facts.
Mm.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you needed
Music was the outlet.
I
just
was an
needed a
outlet, but I
release.
had the studio no more. I had the studio no more, so I was kind of going through the realization that it's cooked.
I get it.
It's finally
So
like,
you were in that fit, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I came back, and then by the time I got everything stable and I'm over it, now I'm like, okay, maybe I don't need to DJ to meet cool people. You know what I mean? Then I was like, all right, I could safely say I'm done now.
Done.
Yeah, unless it's like an emergency and somebody,
That's fine. No, it's
Yeah. I understand.
That's good. I leave it to my boy here. Trying to get hit. Hey, he knows I'm for real. I was trying to I was trying to help him put him on with gigs that like I wasn't taking them.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
taking
True. And I appreciate you.
No, because I was
100%.
gone. I was seriously, but not only that, because he's a good.
See,
really good
that's
DJ.
the
He
thing,
gets a
though.
good vibe.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
What you did sounds
Yeah.
like something a decent human being would do.
Yeah, of course.
But Casa,
I know where
you know where this is going.
this is going.
You know where this is going.
Oh shit.
Is everyone as generous as Mr. Blitz is?
No, there's a handful of. I can count with the fingers on my hand the amount of good people in the industry.
People talk about cutthroat,
Mm.
but they don't know the DJ industry.
So I got turtleneck on.
Man, testing 1 2 testing. Is it on? There's a lot of gatekeepers in the DJ industry. A lot of
Is it
gatekeepers.
because they feel like there's so little that can reach the top, or what is it? Like, what is it?
They want to shine to themselves? So like,
Shine bright like a diamond.
it's easier for people to move together to the top. Like for example, AJ can help me, I can help him. We know people that other people don't know. We can share them with each other.
Right.
Other people will be like, no, this is my venue. These are my gigs. This is my money. You're not taking none of that.
So there's a lot. I mean, there's that in the videography realm.
Yeah.
Like something a lot of people don't know is I tell people all the time. Like they're like so shocked. They're like, AJ, you're not a videographer? I mean, look, I set up this whole podcast. I put the mics here. I'm like a producer, right? Oh yeah. Like, you're not a videographer? No. I'm a guy that knows how to use some cameras. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Using my iPhone to take videos.
Yeah, I use an iPhone to take videos sometimes. In fact, there's an iPhone being used as one of these angles.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? So I tell people all the time, I'm like, bro, so when I hire, like when I get other videographers and stuff like that for other gigs or like recommend them, they're like, you recommended me? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I did. And I think a lot of people just don't get it. Like, everybody feels like they need to gatekeep in this industry. I'm like, bro, it is okay.
There's some toxic energy.
There's money being printed every day. There's money for everybody.
Yeah, get over it.
Get over it.
Yeah.
Get over it. So
Mhm.
why do you think that another DJ doesn't want to see another DJ shine? Is it because they feel like they're going to outshine them to the point where they're not getting money anymore? Or is it truly because they just don't want to see another person win? Like, is it really for the struggle of money, or is it really for the outshining?
They don't want to see you do better than them.
Ooh.
Yeah, I believe that.
They don't want to see you doing better than them.
Mm.
And that's not only with DJing, that's with a lot of people.
This was a lot of...
But me being in the industry and me doing what I do, it's specifically for that, you know, at that moment. It's like, hey man, can you help me with this? I don't have the time. I can't do that. Can I borrow this? I don't have it. When you know he has like 10 of those, you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you just got to learn to keep the cool people around you and take it what it is. Yeah,
right.
maneuver through it, yeah.
Man, listen. That's probably why I'm not a DJ full time. I'd probably be too gullible.
Nah, you'd be too spiritual.
I'd probably...
Let's take a moment of time. I just want to take a moment. I just want to thank everybody for coming here now. Can you take a group photo? Yeah, you take one of those.
Wow.
Not the group photo.
Yeah, I did. You would be a group photo.
He'd be on stage taking us
You'd be like, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Stop the music.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The archetypes of DJs then.
Mhm.
Let's talk about it. Because that sounds like a
Watch out the
type.
carpet, man.
My bad. That sounds like a type. Like a certain type of
Mhm.
DJ. What would you call that archetype? Is that the for the gram?
I
DJ?
call that the yapper.
The yapper.
The yapper.
Yeah, that's a yapper right there.
Is the yapper the same one that be cutting out like in the midst of a set to be
Oh
talking?
my god, that's the yapper from my.
That's part of it as well, yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of archetypes. You have your DJs that only play one genre.
Ooh, the
Scratchers.
one genre.
The one genre DJs.
The one genre. That's it.
Then you have the Hollywood
The
DJs.
Hollywood DJs. Like
Yeah.
the Blitz and Glam, the one that be wearing eyeglasses too.
No. The ones that just because they're in a certain spot, they think they're above everybody else. But we're at
Drake.
the same level, man. Yeah.
I see.
like Drake, you know.
Anyway.
We got a Drake fanatic over here.
Yeah, we're just gonna bypass
It's
it.
not like us.
You shouldn't. He isn't like us. He isn't. You're right. Not at all. I think he has some euphoria right now. So let's go ahead and continue with the types of.
That's okay.
What's he gonna do?
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay, good.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
What other archetypes? No, because I know the troll master. I know it's coming. So I'm not
You
even
can
worried.
see it in his face.
I know it's coming. I'm not even worried.
He said it knows.
So we got the yapper.
Yeah.
We got the Hollywood. We got the one
We
genre.
got the scratchers.
Oh, scratchers.
They be scratching all day.
After every song, they have to like, come on, bro. At least let the lyrics play. A little
So
bit longer.
it doesn't require scratching for every transition.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
No, there's certain things that sound good in between certain songs,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds dope. You know, I give DJs credit where it's due.
Yeah.
If you're doing a dope thing and you have a certain skill set that you're really good at, use it. Just don't overuse it.
If it was me, see, if I had to go my archetype, I'd be like a speed mixer. I was just go.
You are, yeah,
I
you
would
are a
go
speed
in and
mixer.
out of songs. Like,
You switch it up.
bro, I
Transition
promise you,
in
bro,
and
you weren't gonna hear more than the chorus or a little bit of the verse. Man.
Next song.
Yeah, on to the next, right?
Yeah, but low key, some people like that. Then if you're good, you're a speed mixer. If you're not, you're called a crash out. Because then you know why it's gonna happen?
Why?
Because you're gonna play all the bangers and run out of songs.
Oh,
And that does happen because it's happened to me before too, where they only give me an hour for a set.
Yeah.
So in that 1 hour, you kind of gotta go hard.
right. You're
Yeah.
playing the best
But
hits.
The next-
where everything hits the fan is where they call you or they message you like, hey, the next DJ is not coming.
Oh,
So
So
you gotta create a whole.
So you gotta stay for an extra hour or two. So the songs that were going to last you a certain amount of time, you gotta make it stretch
You
out a
can't
little
even,
bit.
can't go back.
Yeah, you can't play the songs again.
You can't play them again.
So
Dang.
yeah,
it's
so
bad. It is bad.
so it's like a double-edged sword, you know.
Right.
You could go hard in that 1 hour, but you kind of got to think like maybe if the next DJ comes later, doesn't come, I got to keep going harder, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it matter to end on a good note? Like, does it matter how you like finish your set?
I'll be honest. It doesn't matter as much as how you start.
Mm.
Because how you start is people first glance at you and then it's good. By the time you're ending, you can just, blame on the other DJ at that point. Who cares? Actually, low key, like something I used to do was I wouldn't play bangers before another DJ goes on. That's like etiquette. I guess, or at least
DJ
in my
etiquette.
opinion.
It's DJ.
Yeah, because I was like, because at the end of the day, then it's like you're not giving
You don't
them
want to,
opportunity.
right? You don't want to, you don't want to leave high.
It's
They
basically
got to come, right? And if they start low off of you leaving high,
Yeah.
that's not setting nothing
if
up.
someone does that, it's like a verbal fuck you.
Yeah. No. It's
It's
true.
the equivalent. It's like, and a lot of people used to do that to me. And I'd be like, yeah, man, that was crazy. You went crazy, bro. Fuck you.
And it's good you say that, DJ etiquette.
DJ,
Not a lot of DJs have that.
Yeah.
And we've been through it, so we know. You know, DJ is like a roller coaster. The opening DJ has to set up, build up, and the main DJ, the headliner, has to, you know, play the bangers, and then you bring it back down, play chill music. There's other DJs that get there at 9 p.m. when the club's opening, and they're playing Sexy Red off the bat.
Oh my
Or
God.
Gasolina off the bat.
Dang.
And you know what though? I used to be like, oh man, that's such a bad thing. But like nowadays, at the end of the day, it just ends up going up on them. You know what I mean? Because they want to hear it later too, so it doesn't matter. Like I
it
learned,
doesn't matter.
one thing I had to learn was that it doesn't matter if they played all that at the beginning. You're gonna have to play it in the middle, because and they're gonna have to complain about the music playing multiple times.
Again,
Yeah, and if they don't hear it, then somebody's gonna complain.
Right. So someone's always gonna complain.
Somebody's
That's
always gonna complain.
That's always like an inevitable.
Yeah.
Right. I want to double down on this DJ etiquette because I've never heard that quite. Right.
Well,
What's
etiquette
the
in every genre, you know, every
facts?
genre.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. There is etiquette in everything. So like,
Yeah.
my question is like, what ways I guess do DJs not show good DJ etiquette? I would say.
So let's say I'm DJing after another DJ. They'll leave all the knobs messed up, turned,
Dang.
switches flipped.
Dang. Just set up for failure.
Yeah. So when you get there, you know, you're expecting you to plug in, play, do your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you got to spend the next 5 minutes
Figuring
fixing
it out.
Make sure cables are good, knobs are good, and
Yeah.
make sure your set goes smoothly.
Mm-mm-mm.
You want to know like the equivalent to doing like something in the videography realm that's kind of cool? It's something that a lot of people have some trouble, like they get super mad at. If you don't wear all black to a set,
If the
They
like
will
if the videographer
they will get so pissed, bro.
really
Like a lot of people have gotten pissed at me because of that. Like DJ, I knew it. I've been in the music industry for a long time. You know, being a guy with a camera, I call myself. Okay, remember we're not using that videographer, photographer term. People, sometimes I'll show up with white pants. I think, you know, I put on. You know, I try to put on, right?
you clean
And
up.
people were like, man, you're supposed to wear all black to the set because then, you know, the lighting and everything's going to be in right here. And then like the lighting and then you're just going to mess up the whole thing. And I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. I'll walk away.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care. I will walk away, bro. Sorry.
What does the all black do?
All black is so it absorbs light. White reflects light. So
Makes
yes,
sense.
like,
Makes sense,
it's just a that's what.
Or like if you're moving something in the background, if you have a white shirt compared to like a black shirt, black won't pop out in that video, you know?
Yeah, no, because the light it eats the
Yeah,
light.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's the light. Yeah, so you got to look at it like that. White will reflect it. So if you ever notice, like if I put if like there's somebody wearing all black in a video scene and somebody wearing all white, you have to change the camera settings even if you're in the same exact setting because the white will reflect.
Huh.
It's gonna blow those highlights out.
Right.
But the black, you know what I mean, it absorbs the light, so you know you're gonna have to put it, you know, crank it up a little bit.
Something a videographer would say.
That's what I'm saying. Just a man with the camera.
Just the man with the camera.
I'm just like
Title it.
honestly.
Man with
Do we have any this or that or true or falses today? Because like I told you, some things are harder to get over than others.
got something
Because
for
you can't tell me, right? Let's say we're this close to winning the lottery, right? This close. Versus someone stepping on your brand new J's. Which one's hard to get over?
The lottery.
You feel me?
The lottery.
Because you knew you were
This close. to changing your life.
As,
Jordans, you could buy another pair tomorrow.
Right?
You get them cleaned. There's a solution for everything. There's not a solution for you missing out on the lottery.
and I agree, and I think that answer justifies why some things are harder to get over than others because of the perspective in what could happen, the perspective in the after effects of what didn't happen. You feel me? I think that's what hurts more than the act of whatever happened itself. You feel me? Whatever could have happened. That's what hurts more when it comes to these situations. And that's what I think you got to think about when it comes to getting over things, okay? How is it going to really affect you in the long run? If it really only affected you for, like, let's say that day, bro, it should be over with by tomorrow.
Yeah, by the end of the day.
By the end of the
It's a problem for that day, so it should end at that day.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the people that don't let one thing bother them for the whole week. Okay?
Or positive people out there.
You feel me? For my weekday heroes that stay in that positive mindset, shout out to you guys because unfortunately, we live in a society that does have people dwell on the itty bitty things that don't go their way. And that's just not right.
I actually got something.
You got some juices?
I got some funny ones.
You got some juices? You got some juicy oosies?
Okay,
Lay it on us.
Let's start with this one because this one's actually a really good one. I know this applies to a lot of people now. Okay, so it's this or that, right? And it's a situation where you just have to what is your action gonna be as part of this getting over it process?
I see. So it's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. I got you.
So okay, so the first one we got is liking a social media post from 3 years ago, right? By accident. Are you gonna unfollow and run, or are you just gonna fucking stand on it?
I'm gonna stand on it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm standing on it.
I'm standing on business.
That's what I'm saying. I'm standing on it because I feel like the unfollowing and run just makes me look even worse.
Can I give you a very funny situation?
What, you did it?
No. Actually,
probably did.
No. I think we all have by accident.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, but let me tell you something, okay? There was one time in that situation I had to get over. This is really good, actually. So this is some girl I don't know, right? I do not know.
Stranger.
I wasn't like on their social media or anything, but what I actually did, I was scrolling past, and you know how Instagram had the like comment button after a while. I liked her boyfriend's comment by accident. Yes, I liked her boyfriend's comment by accident.
Right.
And what ended up happening was I was like, I just unfollowed, blocked both of them. I had to do it, bro.
You just didn't want to hear from them, or
it was an accident. Though. I was just scrolling past, and I literally hit it. I'm like, there's no way I just did this. And I was like, I don't even want to justify it. I just unblocked. I just blocked. Both of them.
Both of them.
Because I didn't know her. I'm like, no.
You don't even want to.
I was like, I
don't want to deal with it.
I was like, hey, it was, somebody probably I would have unfollowed anyways. But I was like, why did I just that's just terrible.
No, I understand that because there wasn't a scenario in which that one could be explained, really. Because who are you? What are you doing? Why are you scrolling through the comments? And we don't even know you enough for you to like said comment. So I definitely understand that, that situation, you just gotta, cut your ties.
The accidentally liking something has happened to me. Like, you're scrolling through a girl's page, you're like, oh, she's kind of cute. And then that one movement where you're doing this and you accidentally double tap. Damn, it was 3 years ago, her picture. But,
that's crazy.
That shot might make it in because she might hit you with hey, or whatever, Then again,
curiosity be killing the cat.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, because they do see that like pop up and they're like, why is he liking this? And then they look at your page and they'll be like, wait, he is cute. He's somebody. Let me
that or it's like creep.
Yeah, creep. Yeah, it could go either way.
It's really.
It could go.
It's a coin toss.
It is a coin toss.
It is a coin toss.
I don't look at it no way. Okay, here you go. Sending a risky text to the wrong person.
This is an easy solution.
What?
Easy. So after the text has been sent, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna be like, wrong person. Wrong person does it.
I have a funny story with that.
Oh, okay.
So I text my mom all the time, so she's always at the top of my messaging list.
Yeah.
And I was texting somebody, and she was underneath my mom. I sent that message to my mom instead of that person.
Oh.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like anything crazy. It was like, I'm outside. I can't wait to see you tonight. When I told you, and that delete feature wasn't a thing. Yeah, not yet. So I was like, man.
Oh my days.
So my mom calls me. She's like, that wasn't meant for me, right? I was like, no, I'm so sorry. She was just laughing all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to your mom being cool.
My mom. I love my mom. Shout out to my mom.
My mom would have roasted me. She would have been on investigation. Like, who you meet tonight? Instantly.
That's so funny. That's funny.
Shout out to mom.
I got a funny one too. Okay. Waving back at someone who wasn't waving at you.
You know what? You know what? Let me tell you something.
How you gonna get over
that moment? I've had that moment. And all you can do is not let it by. I went to that person. You gonna acknowledge me. You gonna acknowledge me. They were a distance away, but the fact that it wasn't to me, I couldn't let that go. I went literally through the crowd to them because they were in a bright yellow jacket. You weren't. No, you were waving to me.
Yeah.
Whether you knew it or not, you were waving to me. So I went to her. I was like, "Man." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, "Oh, don't even worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about that because now we're here. Now you know
me.
Yeah, now you do know me. Now you are talking
It's a
to
pleasure.
me. Exactly. You feel me?
I've never ever done that. I don't think you did either.
No, I did. I had to, bro, because you're not gonna hit me with the okie doke. As a matter of fact, I hit someone else with it one time, and it was honestly the funniest thing ever. Okay, so check it out. Me and a girl were in a movie, okay? And we're actually like sitting like she was on the other side and I was here. She had listen, she had popcorn on her side of like, her cup holder was there, right? Over there, right? But she talking about she was cold. She was like, "Isn't it cold in here?" I'm like, it's all right. So
I'm not getting the
you didn't bring a jacket.
So check it out. No, check it out. I was wearing one. So this what happened. She got the popcorn over there. So after she said that statement, I'm like, it's all right. I reach over. She thinks I'm giving her my jacket. I reach over. And I just take the popcorn. You make sure that they're the ones that are giving
Give me, instead of me having to ask. Because if I ask and they're like, I've told you my name 100 times. You don't remember?
Facts.
So here, put your info on my phone. I'll follow you back.
That's a good
number and
that's a good.
It works.
That's good advice, Casa. I like that.
Cheat code for everybody out
That's
there.
That's a nice advice. I like that.
Okay, we got one more, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we got our cameras struggling to get to. They're struggling.
They're coughing and pushing.
They're pushing. iPhone's going hard though. Main camera angle's going hard. Okay.
Shout out to Apple.
Shout out to Apple. Okay. All right. Trying a handshake that goes completely wrong.
Oh my God. Now, I give LeBron the most credit out of everybody because this man has 100 handshakes to remember. And you can't tell me he don't mess them up. I don't know how.
I just meant the regular dad. Like,
you just lock it.
You're talking about just
there's some.
No. So you go for a fist bump and then somebody does one of these,
and you're like,
or like you try to lock it in and somebody does
one of them, or when they go for the extended. You understand instead of just the
and then snap at the end. Like, bro, just
that you just play off.
You just don't. I feel like somebody's like, damn, if like a handshake gone bad, especially with somebody like you just met. I feel like that's like, oh man, maybe we're not gonna be cool.
You think that's like?
I think it's that deep. I think it's that deep. Wow. A bad handshake gone wrong at first, I feel like that means we're not going to be
Wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be. I take that very seriously.
You see the signs early.
I see what signs early.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's funny because I do have an experience with that. So at one of the clubs I work with, everybody walks in and hugs the bottle girls. Everybody. I'm telling you, security, other DJs, guests, VIP people that are like buying booths, they come in. For the first 2 weeks.
Hugs you.
Huh?
Nobody hugs you though.
I don't know. I mean, it happens. But I mean, for the first 2 weeks I was going into the venue, I wasn't hugging them or saying anything to them.
Right.
And the way things works, it's funny. Those girls came up to me like, "Hey, we see you here all the time. How come you don't do this and do that?" And I'm like, I'm just not that type of person. So it was kind of humbling for them to be like, he didn't come up and hug us and say.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Casa.
There's like little things you could do. You don't have to say it. You can show it by actions.
Yeah.
Because actions sometimes speak
louder than words. Boom.
There we go.
I like
Yeah,
that. I like that. We had some. This was a fantastic episode, man. I felt like I came out of here on top, learning so much.
Absolutely.
And the gems that were dropped.
The Hunch Slinger.
This was a top tier episode. I'm gonna leave that one.
I will say, if I had one more nickname to give you,
What?
If it was in high school and this guy came out, you go by Nardo Wick.
Nah.
There you
I
go.
see what you trying to do.
His nickname used to be Nardy.
Nardy's actually my last name.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that's what I was calling. Yeah. That one worked because Nardo is Nardo. Nartey. You feel me? You feel me?
T-Y. Don't see why you give a fuck.
Before we head out, Casa, we gotta give our weekday heroes some advice for this weekend.
Life advice.
They're heading to another weekend, okay? And before we leave them, we gotta drop some, knowledge on them. So any advice you got for our weekday heroes, it could be about anything. Let them know.
Don't give up. Do not give up.
Keep fighting the fight.
Keep fighting, keep going. Because if you give up and you stay at that one spot, you're just going to stay there. But if you keep fighting for what you want and you keep doing it, it's going to get better. You're going to get what you want. It's going to work for you, and boom. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
100%.
Get that dream off that pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Go and work.
Make it into reality.
I like my pillow.
Terrible. My advice for our weekday heroes, I would say, is be your best cheerleader. Okay? Understand that no one's going to support you like you. Okay? And understand that the vision that you have for yourself is something that only you can continue to reshape, redefine, and continue to restructure.
Yep.
Okay? Be your best cheerleader. Give yourself the credit you deserve. Acknowledge your milestones. Ain't that right, Casa?
Pat yourself on the back.
That's what I'm talking
Absolutely.
about. Make sure that you understand the work that you're putting in and acknowledge the work that you've done and are going to do so that you know that you're doing something right. Because you won't require, praise and applause from anyone else if you know that you are your best cheerleader.
Absolutely. And you know what? To close out, my best advice is just, since it's, fitting, say it's an episode called Get Over It, right? Take your L's with a grain of salt. Don't ever think that just because something bad happened and something that you can't come back from it. People come back from a lot worse things than what you think. I mean, comeback stories are part of the American blessing. I mean, as just a unit, comeback stories are amazing.
Yeah.
If you went through something, just say, hey, at least it's gonna build character, add to your story.
To the story.
It's part of your story. It builds your character, makes development. So
absolutely. So that being said,
100%.
It's time to close out with some.
Make sure you guys please like, subscribe, okay? Definitely comment and let us know how your weekend went, okay? We want to hear from our weekday heroes. Shout out to Casa, DJ CASANOVA for joining us, okay?
Thank you.
And make sure you guys know, it gets serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, serious to fun as the week gets done. Serious to fun as the week gets done. Hey, as the week gets done. Man.